Alright, everybody, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers has been out for, it came out the 13th, so 2 weeks now. 2 weeks, I believe. I've had some time to sit with it, process it, and I think I'm ready to rank every song on the album. Let's do it. Alright, I'm going to do my usual rating scale for each song, which is, of course, S through F on a tier list. So let's get into it, and I do want to specify we're going to be going in Tracklist order. From left to right is best to worst on each tier list, on each tier itself. So like the further something is to the closer something is to the letter. Sorry, it's late. I'm tired. I'm out of it. Closer something is to the letter, the more I enjoy it. Or like it in general, and you will probably disagree with me, and that's fine. A lot of different opinions on music in general. If you want to see my original review of the album, you could check that out up there. I will not be talking about the album a lot as a whole, rather individual songs. Let's get into it. We're going to start out with United in Grief, and I'm going to go ahead and slide that onto the A tier because I believe it is an A-worthy song. It's a hell of an intro to the album. And just really an excellent glimpse into Kendrick's mindset going into this, because again, it has been 5 years since we last got to dive into a project of his and experience the world as he sees it. And so this is a nice reintroduction to his mindset, to maybe how he's changed in 5 years, because we all change as time passes. And this is a hell of an intro. And then you have N95. And outside of the song's meaning, this song is just such a banger. I mean, there's a reason it's probably become the most popular song off the album, and I love it. It's so much fun to jam out to, and then also, again, just the meaning behind it is super powerful. No surprise, this one was, to my knowledge, the only one with a music video to date. Doesn't surprise me. Hell of a song. And then you have Worldwide Steppers, and I see a lot of people actually enjoy this one. I'm not one of those people. I find the beat to be ridiculously repetitive, not very enjoyable. I am not super fond of the message. Doesn't seem super present here, as well as it's just not a very fun song to listen to rap along with. Worldwide Steppers. I'm going to go with a C. I'm going to go with a C because I can see myself listening to it sometimes. I definitely, it's just so much of the same for like 3 to 4 minutes, and I just don't enjoy it really at all. But I'll go for a C for now. Don't like it, not going to listen to it a whole lot, but sometimes, on a rare occasion. Alright, next up is going to be Die Hard. And again, a bit of an unpopular opinion here. I am not a big fan of the song. I don't dislike it. I do find it to be somewhat generic, a pretty mainstream, probably the most mainstream feeling song on this whole album. But certainly has its merits. The chorus is fine. I do like the beat. I'm going to go for a B on Die Hard. You'll find me skipping it probably more than you'll find me playing it, but I can enjoy it for what it's worth. I couldn't imagine putting it in the upper echelon of songs on this album, but merely okay. And then you have Father Time, and again, I'm not sure if this is controversial. I do like the message here. I think this is probably I'll talk about the other one, of course, but one of the songs on this album that I am fondest of its messaging, and the whole idea of just fatherhood, which is an obviously very relatable experience for a lot of people, whether you have a father or don't. But the song itself is okay. I think the intro is just a little bit too long. It turns me off from wanting to play it a lot. And then even outside of that, chorus is okay. But really the thing here that's redeeming this one is the themes. If it didn't really have themes, it would be probably a negative score for me. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on a B. I'm going to put it above Die Hard just because I really like that messaging in there. But beyond that, mediocre song. And then you have Rich Interlude, which might be the only song I somewhat despise. I don't like Worldwide Steppers, but Rich Interlude is by far the most forgettable song on the album for me. It is an interlude after all, but I can't be giving it any passes on this tier list. I could not tell you a single lyric, probably even a word. I don't know I could tell you a single word on it. It's Kodak Black, fine, and just not enjoyable whatsoever. I'm going to go straight to D. F is, by the way, just reserved, again, like F and S are reserved for the truly the best or worst of anything. And so just to go and spoil it for you, hopefully you weren't staying to see an S or an F, because there will be neither of those, because the song does not have this album does not have some of the worst songs of all time, nor some of the greatest. So no S's and no F's, and I would probably need even like a year with this album to be able to put a song on an S or an F. I feel like that requires a lot of listens and appreciation to truly get that. Anyways, let's move on. And now we have Rich Spirit, and this is going to be my sleeper pick from this album. I'm recommending this to every friend I see. I adore Rich Spirit as a song. I think it is. Again, the themes here are super prevalent. I absolutely adore the vibe that this song creates. I love the chorus. It's so much fun to it's such a vibe. It's such an experience to listen to. I'm 100% A tier. It is going to be my favorite on the A tier so far. I love Rich Spirit. It is my favorite on the first half of the album. If you have not heard the song, or you're not sure exactly which one it is, or you're like, really, Rich Spirit, please go listen to it right now again, and hopefully you see what I'm talking about, because I just adore Rich Spirit. One of my favorite songs on the album. I love it. And then you have We Cry Together. And this one I went a little bit back and forth on, but I am very confident now in the place that I have it. This song is good. I appreciate what it's going for, of course. But in all honesty, it is not a song I'm going to be playing a lot. It's not a very positive song. It is, again, more of a discussion there, not one I really feel like singing along to. I definitely appreciate what it's going for. I like its place in the album. I appreciate its existence on this album, but I am going to have to put it in the B tier, and probably at the bottom of the B tier. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough, man, because I think I'm going to listen to Die Hard more than I will We Cry Together. It's just not a song I really ever feel like listening to. If it comes up, it's come out, I've had this album on, obviously, just shuffle for the past, 2 weeks. And when it comes, I'm just like, I'm going to skip it this time. I'm not really in the mood to listen to it again, because, I'm just not in the mood for that kind of song a lot of the time. So what can you do? And then you have Purple Hearts, which is the closing song of the first half of the album. Side A, you could call it. And I do not like this song. I'm going to put it in the C. Probably, I don't like Worldwide Steppers, but I think I'd probably listen to it more than Purple Hearts. The song is overly long. Is it even overly long? Dude, I couldn't tell you. It just feels so long whenever I listen to this song. Very little. I think there's 2 features on the song. Just not interesting to me whatsoever. Not really a fan of Purple Hearts. Not much more I could say beyond that. And then side B redeems itself for Purple Hearts with Count Me Out, which is an absolutely incredible song. I'm going to put it just slightly below Rich Spirit. I absolutely adore both. If there were 2 tiers in the A tier, those 2 would probably be on the higher A tier, because I just love both songs. Count Me Out, the beat switch is incredible. Again, really the atmosphere the song creates, so much fun to jam out to, and I think it really is just an awakener after you're finished with side A. If you're listening to it all in one consecutive listen, it really gets you back in the mood, ready for something new, switching it up a bit on you. I love Count Me Out. I think it's a great song. And then you have Crown, and I don't like this song. I do not like Crown. But is it a D? I don't hate it. I just don't like it, at all. I'm really not ever going to listen to it, to be honest with you. Or Purple Hearts. This is too tough. But Rich Interlude is, bad. I'm really never going to listen to that. But it's not F. Right? This is really tough, guys. Okay, we're gonna go Crown. Yeah, I don't feel confident about this. I'm gonna go D. I'm gonna put Crown on the D tier, because I don't like the song. I'm not gonna listen to it. It's not a good song. I don't enjoy it, really. is tough. But is it a D? I don't know. That might switch by the end of the video, and if it doesn't, it might switch after the video. But for now, Crown is a D. I don't think that's too controversial either. I'm not sure a lot of people like Crown. Then you have Silent Hill, and this is a song I know a lot of people like, and again, I don't really enjoy this song, unfortunately. I'm going to go C, just off the bat, and it's going to be my least favorite C. Pretty forgettable song in my opinion. Not turning it on all that much, and I know this might be my most controversial thus far. I know a lot of people really like this song, but not a fan, gotta tell you. Don't like Silent Hill. Savior Interlude. Now this is an interesting one. You start off the song and it's gold. I really, really enjoy it, but I just think it goes on for so long. I really think if it were cut down, it would be one of the better songs on the album, but I am going to have to put it in the B tier, and I am probably going to have to put it at the back of the B tier, just because for how long it goes on, its repetitive nature. You get a lot of songs that just end up feeling repetitive. I'm going to put Purple Hearts in that category, Worldwide Steppers for sure, and then Savior Interlude as well. Just not really doing much to switch up from that style that the song is so solidified in. And it's not a very interesting style, so it's just 3 minutes of the same thing over and over. And I'll often start the song, just listen to that first bit, and then skip, because I'm just not interested in hearing the rest. So Savior Interlude is going to be B. The same cannot be said for Savior itself, because that song is remarkable. I might put it above Count Me Out. No, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to put it there. But I love Savior. I am going to put it there. I love the messaging. I really, really do love the messaging of Savior. And then I also just think it's an incredible song. There's a lot packed into Savior in terms of themes. And then it's also just a song that you can vibe out to. You're noticing a theme here. You know, all of these songs, the top of this album, they've got the messaging. They've got the deep core, but they're also just so appealing to me individually on a musical level. And that's what a song should do. You know, a lot of the time, that's the kind of thing I look for in a song. And Savior absolutely hits that. Absolutely hits that. I love the song. I listen to it anytime, any mood, really. But it also has those deep themes that I can really grip onto the words. I look through the lyrics, I should just gold. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Savior is going to be an A. Auntie Diaries. Now this is another song that I think is very meaningful thematically. Probably the most thematically moving song on the album. But again, not one I want to listen to all that much. And I really do also want to highlight the build-up that the song takes you on. It's really an emotional journey there. Along with Mother I Sober, I think, does that well. They both just have an incredible build-up as the song arches along. But Auntie Diaries, outside of its themes, not really something I'm going to be turning on all that often. I am going to put it on the B tier, probably above Savior Interlude. Probably above Savior Interlude. Yeah, B. Mr. Morale is a mid song. Pretty mid. I'm going to be honest, I don't really remember this. You're going to give me a sec. I'm going to look this up. It's okay. It's okay. I think I'm probably skipping it more than I'm playing it. But it's not horrible. I'll go C. I'm going to go C for Mr. Morale, but I am going to give it the highest spot there. Because I'm going to skip it more than I'm playing it, but I'm also playing it more than the other songs I'm skipping. So, and that's sort of the distinction I'm making here, by the way. I think between B and C is if I'm playing it more than I'm skipping it, or pretty evenly, obviously, if you're in the B and C tier. But yeah, anything below a B is I'm probably going to skip it more than I'm going to play it. And that's where Mr. Morale lies. Now, as for Mother I Sober, this is a song, again, like Auntie Diaries, again, that incredible build-up, but just not a song I'm ever all that interested in listening. Super emotional, I get it. Really, really impactful beat. Definitely one of the slower songs in the album, taking its time with that messaging. Super long. But can I go B? Dude, this is looking pretty even on A, B, and C right here. I might have to go C. I just don't really listen to the song all that often, unfortunately. Like, I appreciate it musically. I like what it's going for. But I can't say I love it. I wonder how this video is going to age. I've never done something like this before. And again, it's only 2 weeks old, so still pretty fresh. And my opinion is likely to change. Mother I Sober, I'm going to put a C. And I'm going to put it above Worldwide Steppers, between Mr. Morale and Worldwide Steppers, because I'm probably going to skip it most of the time. I like what it's going for. I haven't really taken the time to look at the lyrics and all that for this song specifically. So, you know, opinion could obviously change there, but that's where it's going to lie for now. And then Mirror is a song I absolutely love. I think an absolutely perfect choice to end the album with. It is going to be an undeniable A. It is probably I Choose Me. Below Count Me Out for now. I really like the song. I really like the beat. Again, the vibe here. The themes aren't maybe as strong as some of the other songs on this list, because it's more, you know, Kendrick on an individual level, not really a broader commentary. Though I suppose that could be viewed as a broader commentary just from an internal perspective. Just looking at this, a little shocked. I do stand by my rating. I feel pretty passionately about a lot of the songs in the A tier. And music for me is a weird thing in general, because most of the time I look at an album as a whole, which is not something I do often for music. You know, I only listen to full albums of artists that I really feel attached to. I do end up deleting most of the songs from my playlist, just because why would I spend any time listening to songs that are anything less than the best? And most albums just do not provide the best. And so even off this album, I'm thinking I'll probably keep some of the B tiers. I don't know if I'm keeping all of them. I'm definitely keeping all the A tiers, so that's at least 6 songs. And that's just not usual for me. So, and Kendrick Lamar, incredible artist. I gave all the praise to the album in the review. I don't really want to retread that here. I'm sure your list will look quite different. If I remember, I'll put the link to the tier list in the description below, so you can fill it out for yourself. Maybe let me know what you thought. Some of your favorite songs, some of your favorite songs off the album, some of your least favorite songs. If you agree, if you disagree, I'm sure you will agree and disagree on a lot of things on this list. Folks, I've been EDPC Reviews. That has been Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers Songs Ranked. I will see you in the next video. Let me know some albums to look out for. Maybe I can do something like this again if you guys like this. Bye. I choose me.